Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. This one is running late. I was supposed to cook it a couple of nights ago, but I needed my sleep because I had a big night out last night. So I thought I'll cook this today. You guys might get to see it very quickly, but maybe not. It depends on how I go. So we are cooking chunky chili con carne. This is for two. Here's what we need, but we're also over on the back as well. 2 ingredients. All right, come on in. I'll show you what we need. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need a frying pan. In my case, I thought I'd actually use the wok, not the electric wok, just the stovetop wok, because it's easier to chuck everything in it. You're also going to need a stirring stick. I always forget that. That's an essential part of cooking. I haven't got everything sliced and diced yet, but I've got everything gathered. So we're also going to need a tablespoon of olive oil. Might just get that out of there. 250 grams of gravy beef cut into 2.5 centimetre pieces. My awesome butcher did that for me. One loud, my ears are still loud. 1 large brown onion, we're going to finely chop that one. 1 garlic clove, we're going to crush that one. 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. 1 1/3 cups of Italian tomato passata sauce. There's more than enough in that. 400 gram can of red kidney beans drained and rinsed. 125 gram can of 4-bean mix drained and rinsed. I thought they'd stop doing this, but I'm glad that I got it. Or maybe it was the other size, I forget. One of them anyway, but they still do that one. You have to buy them in a pack of 4, so that's the downside, I guess. 1/3 of a cup of chopped fresh coriander leaves. They were fresh at some stage. They were in the freezer. I'm not really going to worry about chopping them. I'm hopefully going to use all of that up. 1 medium tomato, which we're going to dice. 1 fresh long green chili, finely chopped. And 30 grams of corn chips to serve. Now, there is no way I'm going to serve this with 30 grams of corn chips between 2, because that would be like 5 corn chips or something each. So I grabbed the 200 gram packet. I'd suggest you use at least 50 grams or 100 grams if you want to make it into a bit more of a meal per person. So now that you know what we need, I'm going to get everything chopped and ready so that we can literally just do the whole chuck in. It is going to need to cook for quite a long time. When I say quite a long time, 1 hour and 15 minutes. I used to make something similar to this one ages ago and freeze it, but I used beef mince, and I always used to sort of do it so I could simmer it, because the best way to have chili con carne is slow cooked. Don't rush it, because otherwise you don't get those full flavours developed. Alright, so once everything's chopped and in bowls and measured and whatever, I will be back. Okay, we're ready to begin. First up, give it a spray. Second up, grab your 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Get your heat on to high. Alright, and grab the gravy beef. Might just give the gravy beef a quick wash. Should be fine, but I got it out of the freezer a couple of days ago, so I think I'd rather just wash it. It smells okay though. Okay. Don't really need to pat it dry because it will dry in here. So in we go. These are nice big cubes. In we go. Alright. So we're going to fry those for a few minutes and then we're going to lift them out into a bowl. So let's get going. Alright, I'll be back when they're cooked. Okay, so when the pieces are looking like this, we're all good to lift them out. So just pop them into a bowl. Okay, now turn the heat down to halfway. Pop in the onion. Once again, if you want to chop it finer than that, you can. Mine will break up as I go. They fly out of the wok, they do. Alright. I'll be back soon. Okay, so we're going to just keep stirring this. I just had to go and gather the next ingredients. Once this is browned, we will put the beef back in. And then we're going to add the garlic and the spices. Spicy, spicy. Alright. I have a mountain of washing up to do. So, I'm going to try and get that started in between as well. I have a mountain of things to do. End of story. Alright. That's just fine. Just leave it like that. Back in goes the beef. Okay. Try and spread the beef out. Okay. Crush your garlic. And then we need 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of chili powder. They can all go in at the same time. So if you're doing what I did and you've measured it all in advance, just pop it all in together. Sprinkle it all over the top. This is why you want to cook your chili con carne for a long time, because you really get this fragrance coming through. And once you've had this, you won't want to have the packet stuff which cooks really quickly, yes, but you haven't got these full-on fragrances like this. All right, now we want to fry this for about a minute, and that's just so that we get everything fragrant. And what they mean by fragrant is you can smell all those herbs. Well, they're not herbs, they're spices. Add the passata, beans, and 1.5 cups of cold water. Oh, 1.5 cups of cold water as well. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. That was not in my thing. Now this is 1.5 cups instead of 1 1/3. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I started to deglaze this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this jug up to the 1.5. Water is an ingredient. I really wish that they would write it in my ingredients list that I am reading off, so that I will add it to the ingredients list I'm showing you. Tell you what, it's frustrating, isn't it? So deglaze your bottle, which obviously you're not going to be deglazing your bottle, because I ended up putting 3/4 of a cup in the freezer. It should freeze fine, unless you've got a plan for 3/4 of a cup. I don't really think you should leave it sitting in the fridge just hoping for a job, so to speak, because you may never use it for ages. And unfortunately, I don't think you can buy passata in a smaller bottle. I don't know. When you shop in Aldi, you've got 1 or 2 choices only. That or nothing. It's 2 choices. All right, add passata, beans, and 1.5 cups of cold water. Okay. So I've emptied those, or opened them, and rinsed them. Oh, you wouldn't have wanted a small saucepan for this. You would have been overflowing. Sausages. Okay. Season with salt and pepper. Haha, 2 more ingredients that got forgotten. God, that ingredients list on the other side should have had 4 more things on it. I really do need, this is a me problem as well, more so than these people not writing it in the ingredients list. I need to read the recipe when I write up the ingredients list, because the problem is salt and pepper are ingredients, and so is water. Even though they're like staples that you'd have at home, if you're adding anything into a recipe, as far as I'm concerned, it is an ingredient. Bring to the boil. Reduce heat to medium-low. Cook covered for 1 hour 15 minutes or until beef is tender. Okay, well, the problem is that we don't have a lid for this wok. That's okay. I don't really think that matters. And then while that's going on, we are combining the tomato, the chili, and the coriander in a bowl. And I guess we're just serving that on top like a salsa. So my munty looking coriander, which I'm just going to break up with my hand because I'm not going to chop it, will be fine. I'm just going to See how I didn't chop it? I think I just de-leaved it. Is that a word? Probably. I de-leafed it. So, yeah, it's leaves. I didn't chop it. It's fine. I thought it was going in, but sort of makes sense. I think it goes in at the end. I will confirm that. Anyway, bring it to the boil. That is what it is about to do. I'm just going to pop this, which I'm assuming we are going to be calling a salsa, into the fridge. And yes, the coriander mixture goes on the top, which I sort of would call a salsa, but it might be nice inside it as well. Anyway. Alright. I will see you. Turn it down to low, pop a lid on it. I will see you in an hour and 15. So I'm going to go get some stuff done. And I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, 1 hour 15 is up. It's been bubbling away. It smells fantastic. Dish it up in bowls. Sprinkle the tomato, chili and coriander over the top. Serve with your corn chips and enjoy. Thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. This has been chunky chili con carne. I hope you really enjoy this one, and I'll catch you on another adventure soon. Bye!